Force of Phil on the left with Miracles. Death and Taxes on the right, played by Roland. Urion revealed. Tundra, Ponder, we're underway. Gray Yoda with a great question in the chat. What's the best way to support the channel? What gets you more money for all those sweet Spider-Man play boosters? Twitch sub, YouTube membership, Patreon. The best one by far is our coffee page, KOFI. The links are all over the place for that. Then probably Patreon. We have a Discord membership, which is not bad. YouTube helps us out in a lot of ways. The people who watch later on YouTube may notice that there are some videos that are members only. Our members over on YouTube work as kind of a focus group of sorts. The ones that they like the best get published for all the rest of you. And Twitch sub, we do have Twitch goals that we need to meet. Those memberships matter too. But coffee by far the best as far as me buying some Spider-Man boosters is concerned. Counterbalance, Bowmaster, things are happening.
Okay, go ahead.
If you've been watching our live streams for a while, you're aware that Force of Phil appreciates the card Counterbalance. That's an Overlord of the Belmark, one of my favorites from the past year.
Four on there. Five on there. No four.
All right, Overlord of the Belmark's going to mill 4 cards. Felia, Exuberant Shepherd is selected. Azak with a great question. Any Spider-Man card that could slot into Legacy? That seems unclear, but the white-blue hybrid 2-drop Spider Girl? Ah, man, I forgot the name of the card. But it makes artifacts and creatures enter tapped. That one is interesting. There are a few others, but that one jumped out at me.
Search your library for a basic link card reveal it.
Ooh, what card is this? I don't know which card this is. Yeah, Peter Parker's camera is interesting. Wait, what card did Phil just play? Does anyone know? I don't know that one. Uh-oh. Okay, a land get put on top of the deck. Yeah, I don't know what that card is. Can someone help us out? Okay, a land. It's got sacrifice and a land on top of the deck got put into play. What the heck card is that? It looks like it's an artifact from... Dr. Pepper says giraffe chaff. There's Lauren of the Third Path. That might blow up Counterbalance. Oh, is it Fountainport Bell? Let's see. Wow, chat got it. Great job, Schmaldi. I guess it was Giraffe Chaff.
Yeah, okay.
Counterbalance gets blown up by Lauren of the Third Path. Brainstorm for Phil. So let's think for a second. Why Fountainport Bell? When it enters, it's a 1-mana artifact. When it enters, search your library for a basic land, put it on top of the deck. 1 tap, sacrifice it, draw a card. I don't know.
Yep.
All right, replacement Counterbalance. Fountainport Bell was in Bloomborough, apparently. Thanks for the help, chat. Schmalde gets the award. Phil, not afraid to try cards out, you know. Some of you will write off a card. Oh, no, that one's not powerful enough for Legacy. Phil wants to find out if that's true first. Lion Sash, unexpectedly absent on top of the deck, will counter it with Counterbalance. Unexpectedly absent, a neat card that some of you probably forgot about. Serious with a question for the chat, I guess. Anyone going to EW this year? Is anyone going? I don't know.
Is that my second pitch? No, you milled. Oh, milled the thing.
Roland fetching here. Another scrubland. Yorion still in the companion zone. Another Overlord of the Belmark.
Sure.
All right, Mills 4, and Roland's going to return Lion Sash to hand. Overlord of the Belmark is so powerful. This card's great.
And pass on over to you.
Swords on Lauren of the third path. Roland potentially thinking about drawing a card and allowing Phil as well. All right, the Overlords will lose some counters. Passing it back to Roland. Overlords of the Belmark are pretty cool in these Taxes decks because you can blink them and they're just a creature. The fact that they were impended into play doesn't matter any longer. Recruiter of the Guard. Still good in 2020. What year are we? 2025? Some people are watching this in like 2035 thinking, wow, I miss when Legacy was good.
I'll put Brainstorm on top.
The good old days when I could play my Overlords of the Belmark. Back when Brainstorm was powerful. Magic players never happy. Force of Will removes the Recruiter from the stack. Sirius says Murktide will be on the watch list in 2035. You know what, Sirius? That's a serious prediction right there. White Orchid Phantom is a nice one. Gonna blow up Mystic Sanctuary.
You can get a. You may get a basic,
I may get a basic.
and it comes into play tapped. Yep.
Yeah, what will the meta look like in 2035? Because 10 years ago, Legacy didn't even look the same. You would never see Death and Taxes versus Miracles 10 years ago, right, chat? All the power creep has happened. The format is unrecognizable.
Okay.
They ruined it. So down to one impending counter is the first Overlord. The second has 3. Roland has Caracas now. GG says, I'm witnessing murder with this commentary. You know what? I keep it real, and some people can't handle it. Magic players, as most of you know, never having fun. I pointed out a moment ago. Lord says, I wonder what crazy guy Fieri card will be making waves in Legacy in 2035. You really never know. Wizards of the Coast will do anything for a few bucks. Here's Recruiter of the Guard. This card's good. Witch Enchanter found here by Recruiter. It's going to be useful. Witch Enchanter could potentially blow up Counterbalance. Roland's final counter from the first Overlord is going to be removed as well. That will unlock some potentially devastating attacks going forward. Now, we know Force of Fill can handle some creatures, but we're going to want to start doing that.
Right.
So it'll only trigger again when I attack.
Yeah, and then the counters come off at the beginning. It's the beginning of the end step or at the end?
At the beginning of the end step.
End step, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so those resolve before we leave your turn.
Yep.
All right, end step. After the counters are removed, Overlord of the Bellmark became a creature. Brainstorm into Terminus, going to wipe away the Overlord, the Witch Enchanter, and was there something else? Whatever. Terminus resolved. So just an Overlord of the Bellmark with 2 impending counters still on it. Phil's going to untap here. No real big threats on the other side of the board right now. This match is going to get pretty grindy, as you can see. Death and Taxes versus Miracles tends to be a grind fest. Ooh, this is, crap. Today's stream is really testing my, this is, a saga from, I believe, Final Fantasy. Shoot. Oh, is it Tamil Story Circle? Wait, I think I had in my head a different card. Oh, I think that is what it is.
Tuck my 10 millimeters to store circle.
What are you doing? Sorry.
Counterbalance trigger on the stack.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to return this to the top of my library.
Oh, you're returning. Okay.
Okay, Unexpectedly Absent is putting the Tamio meets the Story Circle on top of the library to counter Felia here.
Okay, great. Untap? Yep. Draw.
Sayonara says you have a funny way of saying disenchanter. I don't know what you're referring to, but I know sometimes I pronounce things funny.
Let's see. Witch Enchanter. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, Witch Enchanter is in, blows up Counterbalance. Top card of Phil's deck is Tamio meets the Story Circle. Interesting card.
And I will pass my turn.
Cast this trigger.
It's an uncommon from Modern Horizons 3.
-2.
Brainstorm's the top card of the deck now.
That's any of my creatures will have -1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to read that again.
Yeah, you're good.
Discard.
It's a Lion Sash on Roland's side.
Any number of cards investigate twice for each card. Okay. You shuffle up to 3 target cards. Got it. Okay. Alright, untap.
Lion Sash will be useful to stop Phil's Mystic Sanctuary plays. If we can blink this Witch Enchanter, that wouldn't be too bad here. The Chapter 2 of Tamio meets the Story Circle is discarding any number of cards, then investigate twice for each card discarded. But it doesn't look like Phil has a hand.
Permanent. I need to.
So that's not super important right now.
So 1, 2, 3. White. I'll take out. There's 2 Terminus in there.
I have 2 Terminus.
Yeah.
Permanents, I have Port, Bell, Counterbalances, Fetch, Mystic Sanctuary.
I'm just gonna get Swords Terminus Terminus at this point.
Okay, clearing the graveyard of things we don't want moving to the top of Phil's library. With Lion Sash. And then attacking. It seems.
2, 3. Second main phase. Flicker Wisp.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, gonna blink Witch Enchanter with Flicker Wisp. Okay, we ended up not attacking. Removing Tameo meets the story circle with the Witch Enchanter and passing the turn. Overlord of the Bellmark just removed its final counter. Brainstorm here for Phil. Phil's at 12 life. 1 card in hand. Swords on the Overlord. That's not the worst. That's not the worst.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Right, passing it back to Roland, who has Flicker Wisp, Witch Enchanter, Lion Sash on the board. Yorion still in Companion Zone. What zone is Yorion even in?
Life right now.
Sideboard.
No cards? Alright, so I'll remove the counterbalances, 2 of them.
Yep.
Okay, the counterbalancers are getting exiled from the graveyard here. The Lion Sash is going to start to grow.
Artifact, land, the enchantment, and I think another mystic. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, swing in for both. Okay.
All right, Side Runner was right. Phil dead on board. Roland takes game 1. Had to work for it, though. These games are pretty grindy. You saw some unexpected cards appear. Definitely testing my memorization of every Magic card ever. Phil will be on the play. All right, 1 card on the bottom for Phil. We are ready to go. Dr. Pepper pointing out, remember when we saw Sonic Diamond? Yeah, earlier on today's stream, we saw our first Sonic the Hedgehog card appear on stream. And what an epic, memorable moment that was for all of us. Yeah, it was a Chaos Emerald. And it was, I don't know. I think some people cried. That's how big it was. The moment we all saw. It was emotional. Here's the other vial. Those of you out there in the wild playing, especially Tabletop Legacy, but those of you on Magic Online as well, what's the spiciest deck you've played against recently, or that you've played yourself? If you've really gotten out there, what's the craziest thing you've played against recently? Does anyone have anything interesting to share?
Good.
So vials at 1, end step fetch here for Roland. Maybe gonna surveil. Biscuit Boy says the Hatchery Pox lists. Yeah, those seem to be growing in popularity. Dr. Pepper says Storm seems to be back. Interesting. I have not heard much about Storm recently, but that seems possible.
That's right. Sure.
There's a Brainstorm for Phil. Trying to slip it in here. This is smart. Pay attention here. Before Roland could get Bowmaster mana up, we're firing off a Brainstorm.
Good.
Yeah, there have been some Pox lists floating around on our streams as well. There is some Pox in the queue for upcoming streams. Make sure you're in our Discord server. Make sure you're following our Twitch channel. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you like our Facebook page. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Don't miss anything, everybody. Don't miss anything. Shadowy Backstreet. Thinking about Surveil. Sign on says, Chris, Brainstorm never went anywhere. You know what? They're never going to stop us from brainstorming. They can make a Bowmaster in every color, and we'll still be brainstorming fetching, chat. Vial up to 2. All right, Wasteland takes out Tundra. Violon 2 means a Bowmaster could be waiting, potentially. Phil's going to have to be careful here. There are also some other obviously powerful 2-drops that Roland could have. But Bowmaster is the one that Phil will have to be careful of as far as cantripping. Right, that's a Tundra for Phil. There's that Fountain Port bell again. Took us some time to figure out what this card was in game 1. There's the text. When it enters, search your library for a basic land, put it on top of the deck. 1, sack it, draw a card. 1 mana artifact. All right, basic island on top. Okay, looks like Roland's gonna make an end-step play here. I see Phil is holding a Terminus, a Swords to Plowshares, and maybe an Unexpectedly Absent as well. Felia, Exuberant Shepherd. Not bad. This card's been good in these Death and Taxes decks. Upkeep, swords it. Azak with a great question. What is the legacy deck with most difference in representation between paper and online? You know, I just don't play online, but I think it might be Oops All Spells. Because I still have not played against Oops in 2025. Alex says, nah, do you Plagon? I know Alec plays online. Unless I'm misunderstanding the question. Which legacy deck? Most difference in representation. Yeah. There are people like all of this year screaming about Oops and it being such a big problem in Magic Online. I have not played the deck yet this entire year. At least not that I remember. If it happened, I forgot.
2 now.
Sign says Plagon. Is Plagon not on MTGO? Wait a second. Hold on. Time out. Is Plagon Lord of the Beach or whatever it's called not on MTGO? I'm about to have a meltdown. I don't even play MTGO. Someone told me Deadpool's not going to be on MTGO, and I almost passed out.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Bowmaster, everybody.
The 3.
Pile up to 3. Biscuit says all access pass on MTGO is pretty great. I actually don't even know what that is. I just don't know. I assume it means everything's free.
Go to text. Good. 4. And
All right. Bowmaster and Orc Army attacking. Phil's life total lowering. Rolling with another vial. Phil can set up Terminus. Counterbalance. Is the Terminus stuck in hand right now? Counterbalance is somewhat disruptive, but especially with the vials, Roland can get around it. Fetching here with Marsh Flats. On end step, I guess. Backstreet's back, says Roland. There's a surveil happening right now. Leaves it on top. Okay, something useful. Maybe thinking about activating this vial. Phil's at 11. Okay, Skyclave Apparition's going to come in here. It's only really going to remove... Its only target is the counterbalance, so it'll remove that. Technical toy referencing the music playing in the background. Listen, the playlists at the LGSs I go to, they get crazy. I don't know what Spotify they're subscribed to or whatever, but they really be getting a little too crazy with the music. I can tolerate it, though. I can handle it. Just not metal, everybody. Oh, God. All right, attacking. We just lost half of the audience after that. Magic players like metal, but it's not for me. Unexpectedly absent on the Skyclave. That'll give Phil an illusion, potentially. 2/2 illusion.
Unexpectedly absent on this guy. What's the text on it again? Sorry,
It goes on. It goes beneath the top X cards of your library. So X is 0, so it'll go on top of your library.
Unexpectedly absent on Skyclave Apparition. Roland's going to Swords the Skyclave here. Phil will get the illusion.
I still get it, right?
Oh, shoot. I messed that up completely. Yeah, it's fine. I totally messed that up.
All right. I was confused a bit. Roland just messed it up. Swords his own creature. Would have...
This would be on top of my library.
So I'll gain 2.
Yeah.
All right, we're making a friendly fix here. Roland will not Swords it. It will instead Swords the illusion. And the Skyclave Apparition will be on top of the deck. So Phil allowing Roland to make the more making sense play here. Roland confused things a little bit there. This is just FNM, or Monday Night Legacy, rather. So we're doing a friendly fix. Phil allowing Roland to kind of take back the iffy Swords play. So Mystic Sanctuary puts Entreat the Angels on top.
I'm going to attempt to emergency eject your 8th vial.
What does that do? Destroy target controller. It's a landing token. Sacrifice token too.
Emergency Eject. Destroy target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a lander token.
So I get a token? A lander token?
Yeah.
So call this a lander token. And that's 2 to activate?
Okay. Roland put something as a lander token.
So I look for a...
Let you search for a basic.
Dr. Pepper jamming some bagels for us.
Search for a basic.
The vial was gone. Vial is gone now. It was eliminated by the emergency eject. Vial up to 2.
Practice.
Yep.
Sack the lander.
Comes in tapped.
Can you do landers instant speed? I guess you can, right? Yeah.
Draw. Swing 4.
Yeah, you can. All right, so attacking for 4. Oh, the Spacecraft ability is the one you have to do sorcery speed. I confused that for a second. All right, entreat, make 3 angels, entreat back to the top of the deck. We got a game. Treat the angels. 3/4/4 flyers for Force of Fill. Roland has Vial on 3 now. Activate it. Recruiter of the Guard resolves. What would be good here? Recruiter of the Guard. Yeah, I guess just Flicker. Yeah, Flicker Wisp is probably the best thing to get. I can't think of anything else. Flicker Wisp is chosen. Anything that makes Miracle Player draw. I mean, yeah. Nope. I mean, Lord of the Third Path can do that, but not right now. With Flicker Wisp, potentially later with Yurion, we could start eliminating some angels, but it might not be good enough. Okay, Flicker Wisp is going to blink the Recruiter. Recruiter activate triggers again.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I got
Oh no. I got extricated.
Okay, Phil indicating we're going to just see another entreat cast here to make 4 more angels. Okay, Roland gets another Flicker Wisp. Things are going to get interesting here.
You're casting for 4 more angels?
You're debating.
Okay.
Okay, Phil now thinking about what to do with this entreat on top of the deck. There are now 2 Flicker Wisps. With 2 Flicker Wisps, without explaining the gigantic decision tree, to sum it up, a lot of different plays open up for Roland here. You can obviously blink Recruiter, blink the other Flicker Wisp, blink an Angel, which wouldn't come back, etc. Phil's also at 4 life. Don't forget. Hard casting Terminus. Okay. All right, so then the angels are gone now. Flicker Wisp is in Roland's hand. Entreat is in Phil's hand. Vial on 3. Both players have lower life totals. Phil's really low at 4. There's Yurion. It does have a Caracas to protect it. Terminus off the top. Caracas will bounce it.
Yeah, no cards. EOT. I have a friend down there, so I'll do this one. I'm back.
How did you hear about
Okay, Flicker Wisp. So let me get the text for Flicker Wisp on this screen. Roland said EOT, but the exiled card would return at the beginning of the next end step, so we have to do that second main. Roland's going to get the match. GG's. Roland gets it.